46 minutes past the hour right now. Good morning to you. So some 2020 Democratic candidates seem to like to keep religion separate from politics, but evangelicals represent a pretty large segment of the electorate. Our next guest tells The New Yorker that many moderate evangelicals would be happy to vote for Democrats, but they feel the party overlooks them during campaigns.
Joining us is Pastor Doug Pagitt of Solomon's Porch Church in Minneapolis. He created an organization to make the religious left more visible and to help Democrats learn how to court evangelical voters. Pagitt also worked on behalf of the Obama campaign in 2008. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, good morning to you.
So, how have Republicans done a better job at courting evangelical voters?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, over the last 25 years, Republicans have made a deliberate effort to talk to religious voters and to speak to them in ways that motivated them and to give them attention. And we really believe that many evangelical voters in the United States who are really bothered by the Trump administration and by the Republican support of the Trump tactics and style really do want to find a new option. And if Democrats would reach out to, speak with, and spend time talking with evangelical voters, we're confident that a significant percentage of them would think about voting for Democrats in this next election.
So let me ask you this, because you recently held a training session, as I understand it, for Democratic members of Congress, and you started with this tip. You said trying to memorize John 3:16 in the car on your way to the event and then quote that is probably not the best way to connect with faith-based voters. And I think I read you said that because you saw it happen and it didn't go well for somebody. How comfortable are Democrats talking about faith?
You know, many Democrats are not religiously oriented themselves, at least candidates, or that's not how they primarily think about themselves. And we like to remind them that voters don't need you to be like them in order to vote for you. But voters do want you to like them. And so our advice is, like the voters that you want to ask to vote for you. And one of the ways that you can do that with religious people is to honor them and to respect them and to listen to their opinions. And we're watching Democrats all over the country do this in really great ways, both at the presidential level and also people who are running for Congress and for Senate. It's an exciting time to watch Democrats talk to and court and think about religious voters with authenticity and with honesty and with curiosity.
Who would you say on the Democrat side is doing well in this regard as far as messaging, and what are they saying?
You know, I'm actually excited about many of the presidential candidates and what they're doing, because it's not just an individual line here or there. It's not just saying a policy with a different tone. It's actually considering the deep issues that matter to religious people. And this is what you see with the frustration with the Trump administration, is people want our country to be decent. They want us to, even in our politics, to be kind. They want us to approach an attitude of grace and of love with one another. And I'm watching many of the candidates, even if they differ on opinions, Democratic candidates, talk to voters in ways that honor and respect them. And that difference, that categorical difference between the way Donald Trump would speak about anyone who doesn't support his ideas and the way that the Democratic candidates are thinking about the big issues that matter to voters in this country and honoring and respecting different voters, it's really an exciting thing to watch across the entire spectrum of the Democratic candidates.
Pastor Doug Pagitt, it's been such an interesting conversation with you. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, and thank you.